for you.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Hey guys, it's Dustin here, the Pro Picker, and I am finally here with the big video game buy that I've been teasing. So just real quick, I'm going to give you guys some real fast background on it. I had reached out to this lady. She had mentioned video games in a garage sale ad. And mind you, that garage sale ended up getting canceled and everything. And we had kind of talked back and forth, and apparently the lot was quite large, and she had listed a price to me of about $3,000, and I was like, that's possible, really depends on the games that you have and everything. I don't think pictures would have done it justice anyways. So everything kind of went radar, silence, whatever, for a couple weeks there. They had some things going on or whatever. I didn't expect to hear anything back. It's just how it is on Facebook. So in this case, she reached back out. By the way, they were both super nice, and it was awesome to get to meet them. Definitely a pretty awesome buy. It's been a lot of hard work lately for Jess and I, which we'll get more into those details later. Let's go ahead and check out the finds. Hi.
Come on in.
Yeah, Dustin, this is Jessica.
Hi,
I'm the wife.
It's really messy in here because I have 3
okay.
kids. That
Oh, no worries. Yeah, our house is really messy too.
Yeah, and we categorized everything. This is what took forever.
Oh, wow. You got the Sega Genesis stuff.
Yeah, you can open it.
Okay, great.
I don't know how this is working. This is all the PlayStation stuff.
This is mainly sports in this bag. This is basically zero, because except for Real Monsters, it's probably okay.
Xbox.
Shining Force is in there, so that's you got a Fox 32X, which is pretty legit.
You're like the never-ending. You just keep coming.
You know, this is the last one. This is the Nintendo 64 stuff.
So I'm guessing you collected, or
It's a long story, but basically, that's why he's on his way.
I understand, yeah.
He came in contact with somebody who dad had died or something, and was like, I just want you to take it all. And we were like, okay. So we didn't know what he had given us. Does that make any sense?
No, I understand.
So it's been in the basement forever. And he was like, oh my god, there's so many gaming parts, like in the Nintendo box. Yeah, he has the whole gray box, but it has like the display box that comes with it.
Okay.
Which I'd never seen even as a kid. So yeah, it's the gift that keeps on giving, but it's not because we collected. It's literally because somebody was just tired of their collection, and then we didn't have time to put it on eBay. We didn't have time to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Our kids are 2, 3, and 11, so we just didn't have time.
But it's a lot of work. It's kind of demanding because, like, you know, you don't sell them all at once when you do
Yeah.
eBay. It's like, oh, well, we have to ship tonight.
Yep.
Then the next night we have to ship again.
Yeah, and then conversations with buyers. And then,
Oh, yeah.
you
And
know,
then the
more in-depth
returns
photos.
and the
Yeah.
issues with that.
It's
Yeah.
a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
Check that. Into the lawn boxes. Yeah, check the lawn boxes.
But yeah, take your time in going through everything. You want to start separating what you might be interested in, what you're not interested in.
Okay.
Just take your time.
I had a duplex like that years ago. When I got out of the army, I
Oh,
decided.
you were in the army?
Yeah.
So are we.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I saw the license plate. I was wondering, like,
Yeah.
are you still in?
I'm a reservist now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got out in 07, so it's been
Cool.
forever, yeah.
Cool, yeah.
3, 4, 5.
And I still go with the short haircut just out of habit.
I know.
And it's like, well, it's easier too.
I
It's
get
just like
it.
you get the haircut once, you let it grow
I
out
get long nails
forever.
and I get like really paranoid. Like I get it. I get it. It's just
The- I-
indoctrinated. I get it.
So I have like short hair and then shave once a week. It makes for
Yeah.
a real interesting look on Friday.
I totally understand.
Dexter.
Hi. Kind of,
Where
but
he-
less
he-
gory.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Dexter was pretty gory.
He was pretty. That was pretty gory. Yeah.
And so your husband's in as well then, or?
Oh, we're divorced.
Oh,
but
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
No, you're fine. We're still great friends. But
Huh.
yeah, he's still in. He's actually about to go to Kuwait. He's getting mobilized to go to Kuwait.
Like, I remember they renamed it, but I was at Camp Burien when I was in Kuwait.
He's going
yeah.
to Camp Burien.
Oh, okay.
Which sucks.
Yeah,
because
Camp Burien's
he's
terrible. It's so
nowhere.
boring.
Yeah. So I was
It is.
he didn't know if he was going to Arif John or if he was going to Burien.
Oh, Arif John's like a paradise in comparison. I got to
Yeah.
go there for like one day.
Yeah, they have a CrossFit
They have
gym,
grass.
Applebee's, like yeah.
They literally have grass that they made
Yeah.
just because they could.
Yeah, but
A Starbucks.
I think because of everything that was happening with Afghanistan, like how we got out.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's why like they're opening up Germany now for mobilizations. They're opening up.
I was at Wiesbaden. I was stationed in
I was
Wiesbaden.
stationed in Baumholder actually.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
Mhm. Yeah,
You guys got so much in common.
it's an army thing.
Yeah.
Like, when you start talking, like, you know, like, where'd you go to basic? You know, you either went to Fort Jackson or Fort Leonard-Wood, or, like, you just, you know.
I hear they made Wiesbaden real posh and it's all fancy now. Like
wasn't that
they
bad
renamed it
before.
like Clay Concern, I think is what they call it now.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they renamed it. It wasn't bad, no. I found it kind of interesting, like how they had like what was it called? Mainz Castell, and so it's separated
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But
Um,
I had a buddy, and we'd always walk that long stretch from Mainz Castell
Yeah.
to Wiesbaden Army
Yeah.
Airfield. Yeah.
we always went to Heidelberg a lot. We went to Kaiserslautern a lot.
Mhm.
And then, like, all of, like, the hip posh clubs. Like, if you wanted to get out and go dancing or whatever, we're in Mannheim. There was also a really cool IKEA in Mannheim. We just, you know, make it too fun.
No, I love IKEA.
But I mean, who doesn't? I mean,
That's where she can
This
jump
is
in.
where I
yeah.
can relate.
My biggest, like the thing I miss so much about Germany is, like, a doner kebab.
Oh,
Like,
dear Lord.
Oh my goodness.
This-
you can't find a
That's
good
all
one
I can hear him talk about.
If you ever go on a trip and the only thing you do is for food, go
Doner.
to Germany, get a doner
And see,
kebab.
I've been to Germany, not out, like, basically outside of the airport,
It's
but...
just, this is German.
A whole lot.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Army.
Well,
Name's Dustin.
Dustin's pleasure to meet you.
And that's
Jessica.
Jessica,
Nice to
my
meet
wife.
you.
Well,
Yeah, he's part Army, so he was in Wiesbaden. We started talking
Yeah.
about.
okay.
Wiesbaden
She's
Army
like,
Airfield.
oh,
I
yeah.
got out in
Ikea,
07,
and,
yeah.
Like,
Okay,
yeah.
that's what's up.
And then they got to the donor kebab.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the
Yeah, we're talking about doner
kebab-
kebabs
I
now,
was stationed
sir.
in Germany for what? A decade?
Oh, a decade?
Yeah.
Okay. About 2.5 years here. I only did 4 years, though, and then I was like, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah. And I was just telling them that you were about to go to Camp Burien.
Yeah,
We were
I went to
comparing
Camp
Buren
Buren,
to Arif John
yeah.
and how
Yeah.
all
Or
that.
through Camp
AJ is way,
Buren.
way better than Buren anyway.
Yeah. But in any event, they were like, oh my god, you have all this stuff. And I explained to them how we came about it.
Oh, yeah,
So-
actually. Yes.
He's a bigger expert than I am. I'm just the storage facility.
Sure.
Gotcha.
So I have one, two, three,
NBA
four.
Streets, yes.
There's 5 original PlayStations.
How did you guys get into this?
So, I used to, after I got out of the Army, I used to do like flea markets and flipping stuff that way. And then I did eBay.
You're so
and then,
patient.
and then I went like the cool corporate sellout route for a little
patient.
while.
You're patient.
And now I'm back to flipping again full time. So,
Cool.
and she
Yeah.
helps me out part time, but it's really like a
It's really
second
like
full
a
time
second
job. Yeah,
Yeah.
because eBay's
And you think
24/7.
your house is bad. It does not even hold a candle.
Then I have like a little YouTube where I
Episode
show
of
people what I
Hoarders.
buy and stuff.
Like,
So
by
yeah.
far.
Oh.
But yeah, he loves finding his
I mean,
jam.
and it's hard. Like, this is a lot.
Yeah.
This is a lot.
Oh
He's
yeah,
like, "Come and
we've
help me."
bought out collections
No, I'm
before,
glad you did
so
because
it's
I'm sure
not.
he was just like, you know, she's having a garage. She probably has one bin. Like, no, we have.
Have you been through that box? He knows what he's looking at more than I do.
Yeah.
So like, there
And I
might
feel
be
the same
one or
way.
2 things that I feel like,
Yeah.
but like 90% of the titles I've never played. I don't.
Yeah.
Never
But
even
we
heard
had it
of.
for like 2
Yeah.
years.
There are some duplicates, I think.
Snowblind.
Have you seen the show though?
We don't got cheap coats on the inside of them.
We also have a whole stash of like gamer magazines too, but that's a whole different. Yeah, we have.
Are they like Nintendo Powers?
Yes.
I'd be interested in those.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could definitely take a look.
That's another one. 2, 3,
Yeah. We have like
4 or 5
of
more
those.
totes.
5. If they're all Nintendo Powers, I mean, yeah,
I know, right? It's a lot.
maybe a mix. Like,
Yeah.
even if it's like older Game Pros, EGMs, Electronic Gaming Monthly, stuff
Yeah.
like that.
It's a combination of works.
I don't know how you guys do this. I'm kind of jealous. Do you guys have kids?
No.
Which is probably why we can do this.
Lucky.
No, I love my kids. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, we wouldn't have time to do this. Yeah, we don't have time to do this.
I'm sure, and they get in the way, or it's just,
Yeah, like it's stop and start, a lot. So
we have dogs.
it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
A little less demanding, I
It's the
think.
same.
We have senior dogs,
Oh, okay.
so they just kind of
Wow.
yeah, they're active like an hour a day, and it's always the hour that I don't want to do anything. This one, I've never heard of this one. These are PlayStation 1s. These
So-
are
Oh.
Max Payne.
Wait.
Backyard basketball.
Let's check it because it's a blockbuster.
I got
Yeah, it was all on my knees, and then I'm like, oh, there's a chair right here.
So what was the MOS?
Oh, I was 31 Fox. They changed it to 25 Fox signal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then actually they got rid of it right as I was getting out, because like
They combined it.
they changed it all up. Do you have the disc for that in there?
Oh,
Just
I'm
keep this off to the side in case you find it.
I'm not checking. Maybe that's one of the surprise console discs. Crash can go.
What do you do?
On the military side, I'm a combat engineer.
Oh, that's cool.
No, it's not.
No.
Sounds fancy.
I don't do any of that fun stuff anymore. I'm more of the operation side now.
That's sealed. Keep coming.
You have about 11 PlayStation.
This is yours.
As far as games and
Yeah, we'll put games and then consoles and accessories in a separate area. So we're into all this essentially. What's that?
Is that a vlogging kit?
Yeah, so I was telling him I have a YouTube where like I kind of show off
You
some
were
of my
so smart.
Yeah.
You were so
my
smart.
finds and stuff. Yeah, that's
I wish I had the time, but you're so smart.
I don't even have the time. That's
But you make
ba-
time.
12 hours a day, 7 days a week. It feels like.
How long does
So.
it take you to edit?
So I do 4 videos a week, and editing alone probably takes about 4 hours per video. Then
Yeah.
every thumbnail and title creation and putting
Yep.
ads in and all that stuff probably takes up another hour each. So I probably have about 20 hours just on that part. Responding to comment, it basically adds up to probably 25, 30 hours at the end of the day, a week. And then probably, would you say about 40 to 50 in the reselling side? So
I saw a Rogue memory card somewhere in here, I thought.
this is basically all this.
So you want all this
Yeah, that's a...
and all of this
Yeah.
that I've taken out, and you want the multi-taps.
Right.
The
So we can... Bowling and football. top loader. Yeah.
Alright, move it up in this. I know how it is. Like, started
Oh,
working
nice.
Oh,
on
you're good.
setting up.
Maybe snowboarding. Yeah.
It's a throwback. How they even came.
Well, these were cases that you bought like separately, little plastic cases. Armor rings. Yeah. Yeah. Empties. Bamboo. Empties. I am into these, but this one. Air jumpers, windows. Oh, in here?
Yeah. The NES power cord, cut, and Mario.
Okay.
In the top of the controllers and the AV. It's rare that you see over the section.
Oh, there's another one there.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
That's the Xbox.
Oh, and they
those
get
are
okay.
cute.
I thought we were getting close to the end, and then I was like, oh, hey, more.
Almost.
No, that's a good
almost.
thing.
Just the TV.
Okay.
I'll tell you if it's. This is all right.
Did you get a lot of responses?
I did, but your husband is extremely consistent. and patient.
Persistent, yes.
No, but like in a polite way, you know. So after the garage sale, just like once we regrouped, I was like, well, let me reach out to him. If not, I don't know what the next step was. I think we're just gonna like put it on the side of the road or something. Because it's like I'm trying to declutter everything.
Mm-hmm.
The original S books in here. Yeah. All right. So.
Okay, well we'll throw in the tubs. Why not? Right?
Yeah. So what would you be at on all this?
I'm gonna let him decide. So you guys speak. It's like if I was at a car dealership, I'm not the one to talk to.
Oh, no, I've got you.
I'm not.
Me either. I sit back and.
Yep.
let
So, how's life?
them- I know, right?
Sorry, this.
I do like your IKEA plant collection.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
Which is one of those
just like sit here and bash it, like kick the tires or something. You know, it's decent.
I
Yeah.
love that though.
But it's wonderful.
So,
And then like when you take
what
a
did
shower,
you
like
post on
cleaning
Instagram?
and stuff like
So she had said $3,000, which I would be pretty far off on this lot from. You know, it just really depends on what the titles are. When
light and all of that. So
If
I
it-
wish I could be a place.
yeah, I'd be pretty far off on that. But what do you think's fair on it?
You know, it's like the kids
I
can't
couldn't tell
die.
you.
You know what I mean? Like, so I guess the plants are
Every now
going
and then
to
I
like.
post
get
some stuff
affected.
online
I
just to
can't
get rid
even.
of
I
some
can't
of
even
it.
keep alive an aloe plant anymore.
What's that? I'm sorry.
So every now and then I post some stuff online just to get rid of it.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
You so should. You so should. They're good luck.
Yeah.
If anybody
Let's
ever
see,
gets sunburned,
21?
want to like have a hair treatment.
2100.
You know, it's just all encompassing.
All right, so just jumping in here real quick, guys. So I don't know what happened to all the footage. I have the stuff before and the stuff after where we settled on a price. Essentially, we came to 1,600 plus the Nintendo Powers and Strategy guides in the basement, which you'll see after this. You'll get an idea of what that entailed because I'll show you the footage of when we dragged it up the stairs there, up the basement stairs.
Count out for you.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See an envelope today?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I really like your wife.
Oh yeah, she's nice.
What are you gonna say?
Yeah, I can't see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yep, thank you. I appreciate it.
He's on the phone, but he's gonna.
Oh yeah, no.
How do you want to load it?
Um,
You know what I mean? I don't know.
well,
car-wise.
let me pack this up first.
Okay.
My car's a mess. Just letting you know in advance. It's what happens when you work out of it. Gets all dirty and everything.
Yeah.
You got that? That fits just enough to where you can stay out at a community yard sale all day without having to go back.
Yep.
Probably the other stuff for the next trip, huh?
Yeah.
We can pull it up now if you'd like, though.
Yeah, sure. Packed for this deployment.
Oh, yeah. So it's just, not just, but it's Kuwait. That's
Yeah, it's Kuwait on standby if anything jumps up.
yeah.
Other places.
Yeah, she was saying Camp Beery, and I spent a little bit of time there before we went up to Ramadi, and
Oh. Good old fashioned Ramadi. So
Yeah.
Keep it in there or you're gonna put
well, these are going. We can just do that, I guess.
good old Ramadi, man.
Yeah, it was at Camp Blue Diamond. At least that's what they called it then.
Yeah, I was there in Firm Base 4.
Okay.
God, that place used to rain bullets. Uh-oh.
This is
That's
good,
some weight.
You want to separate these out into two? Oh, we'll regret that. Were these Nintendo Powers over here too? I saw some right underneath the comics. There's, I think, some. Is it cool if I grab those? I remember having the subscription to that
Yeah.
as a kid. And of course, you know, since it's owned by Nintendo, every game featured in it's amazing, right?
Yes.
That's what they always basically said.
But,
Oh, that's kind of neat. I'll just come in from the side.
companies as well as other local universities. Attract more great talent. Take the NPO to.
All right, guys. So I think that was a pretty awesome video game lot purchase. All of those totes that you saw on both trips with the Kia were either filled with video games, accessories, or video game magazines. So definitely a high volume lot. While I talk, I'm going to go ahead and put some of the highlights up on the screen for you guys just to take a look at. These are my listings, but they are based off of sold comps and grounded in reality. So just letting you know. Some of these things have sold. Most of them are just listed. We have nearly 300 items listed between what's been listed and what's been sold since we picked up this lot less than 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago or so. We've been hard at work getting these listings up. Everything has to be organized, sorted, tested, cleaned. I will say that for the most part, there's not much that we've had to set off to the side that wasn't either A, worth anything, or just didn't work. So that is nice. It was super awesome meeting both of them. I just rarely ever run into anybody else that was Army or is in the Army in this area. As I had mentioned to him outside, which I had to cut all of that footage basically because the wind was just killing the GoPro mic. I run into a ton of Air Force here. We live near a big Air Force base. So it was really cool to see somebody that had been to a lot of the places I'd been and kind of had an understanding of, you know, my experiences. It was cool to swap stories and chat and stuff like that with both of them on it. That was awesome. Not too often I get to run into that these days. So it kind of brings me down a trip down memory lane. So not only did I get to see all the cool, awesome, like video game stuff from my childhood, you know, I got to talk about the Army and BS about that for a bit. And it was nice. Jessica actually came for that first half. That was her lunch break. And I was like, hey, come check this out with me. I've got an appointment. And that was fun to have her around. Typically, I don't get to bring her on on the sourcing side of stuff as much as I'd like. Obviously, she works as well, a normal job, and on top of helping out with this. So yeah, overall, that's what we've been working on. We've listed nearly 300 items from it. We have been listing some other stuff intermittently in between just because of like product mix reasons. I want to cast a wide net with what we have available on our store. And sometimes, you know, if I pick up something at the bin sale that's worth $100 for $8, that can be faster to list than maybe a video game console that needs tested. So we do have a couple of the game consoles up. Rob the Robot sold real quick, but just wanted to note on that it only included the robot unit itself and didn't have the other pieces that were included with Rob the Robots. That was unfortunate, but it did sell. Yeah, so Rob the Robot sold. Then I do have the top loader listed on there. And I do believe that the dog bone controller actually it still has all the original plastic around it and looks unused, was from a boxed unit. And somehow it got separated or something because I don't think that dog bone controller, if it's even been used. Can't really confirm that though, but it does have the factory plastic on it right now, so pretty cool. Overall, fantastic controller. Some really cool games in there mixed in. Nothing that was like, oh my god, this is a $300, $400 game. None of those were in there. Sudoku, or I can never pronounce it right, 2 or 3, those weren't in there or anything. There was 4 for the PS2, but that's not worth nearly as much as the PS1 titles are for that franchise. But there was definitely some decent like $100 games mixed in with a lot of like $17.99, $19.99. The Nintendo Powers were actually really awesome. So how we sorted that out was we basically took a picture of the cover, the back. Some Nintendo Powers have cards. If they're included, it's worth more. And a lot of Nintendo Powers, I don't know if I can say most, have posters. So we would fold out the poster, take a photo of the poster, then take a photo of like a random page and the spine. And after that, I would take a plastic choke bag is what we call them jokingly because it has an anti-choking warning on it, but it's a clear poly bag. Bag it, throw a label on it with a SKU, then take a picture of that. So then we knew, and not include that in the listing, of course, but then we knew what to SKU it once we came up to it when we're going through the photos and everything. And I think that that has worked out really well. We've managed to sell a few of them. So kind of here's the gist on it. There was no issue 1 Nintendo Power. I know that'll be a question down in the comments. I wish that's like a $200 issue. I'm aware of it. However, there was some of the NES and SNES player's guides from Nintendo Power, and some of those could be worth pretty good money. And included in there as well was a lot of Prima and Brady games, and if it was for the right game, they're worth a fair amount of money. I set off a dozen or so off to the side that we're just gonna lot together, and maybe a game store needs some cheap cannon fodder to throw out on the shelf or something. Hopefully they'll bid on it. I don't know, but yeah, overall, pretty stoked. The video game magazines are turning out to be a lot better, a lot faster than I thought they would move. However, I do know what's going to happen on this. It's going to be like anything. The really in-demand stuff's going to sell, and then it's going to just trickle. We're occasionally going to sell like one every couple days or something of like some of the Prima Brady games, ones that are for like lesser in-demand games. And we're probably still going to have some of these player guides like 9 months from now, even with sales and stuff. And that's just the reality with it. Coffee. And yeah, so with that, guys, ended up paying $1,600 out the door for everything. That's more than I paid for some of the cars I've owned. So that you can tell how cheap I was in my 20s and early 30s. But yeah, let me know down below how you think I did. This is definitely one of those things where it's a ton of volume, so it's going to take our time to see the money back. And on top of that, we really have to pay for our time on it because, again, it's a lot to list. It's a lot to sort, a lot to clean, a lot to test. There's a lot of work going into this, but I definitely think it's going to be one of the better buys that we've made recently. And it's really nice to just be able to get a lot of stuff like that at once instead of having to go out there and find game stuff like this piecemeal. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think. And if you haven't already, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell notifications. What else? Follow me on TikTok and Instagram at ProPicker Ohio, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.